Welcome to see this video about CA Plan Analyzer for DB2 for ZOS. Today we will demo how to use virtual index in CA Plan Analyzer and how to maintenance and how to create and use of virtual index definition doing SQL tuning. This is agenda for this video. We will start with the introduce of the basic concept of virtual index and demo a use case and see how to create and use a virtual index during SQL performance tuning. What is the virtual index? Let's have an overview first. First of all, virtual indexes are a DB2 feature that let you create indexes definitions that are not physically built using data from a table. Since DB2 manages tens of data, creating prototype indexes on those tables with many records is impractical. To quickly and easily prototype indexes on those large tables, create a virtual indexes is the best way. These index definitions contain columns and statistics on those columns, which influence the DB2 optimizer to consider during the virtual index during the explain. Virtual index definitions are stored and retrieved from the DSN virtual indexes user table. What is virtual index maintenance? Virtual index maintenance is the CA Plan Analyzer feature that lets you create, template, update, disable, or enable a virtual index definition. In addition, you can virtually drop an existing physical index or delete the virtual indexes. When used with the CA Plan Analyzer Explain feature, you can simulate the effect of creating, changing, or dropping an index without overhead of these processes. Let's start the demo. First, we would have a check on an existing physical index defined on a plan table. This is the entry panel for the CA DB2 tools. The option P is for the plan analyzer, so we input the P at the option field and press enter. Then we enter the main menu for CA plan analyzer. The option VI represents virtual index maintenance, so we input VI at command line and press enter. In this panel, we can have a view on any index defined on a table. There are some filters we can input. So we input IBM user as a virtual index creator and index at the level field, plan table with a table name, and IBM user as a creator, and then press enter. We can use another tool to have a look at the detail for this index. We can go back to the CA DB2 tools main menu and select option 1, which is RC query, and press enter. This is the main menu for RC query. We can input filters here. Put I in DB2 object means we want to check info for an index. Put C in option means we'd like to check columns of the index. Wildcard can be used at index name field, and IBM user is the creator of the index. Then press enter. Then all the columns for index plain underscore table underscore hint underscore ix shown here. The index have got 6 columns with a sequence number. Now let's have a look on the SQL statement used for this demo. The first SQL predicate cannot utilize existing index. The second SQL can. All the predicates are referencing the existing index columns. We will check the access paths with doing an explain on those two SQL statements. This is the main menu for CA Plan Analyzer. Input ES at command line and press Enter. CA Plan Analyzer can do explain by getting SQL from plan, package, DBRM, or files. In this demo, we will define the explain by reading SQL from files. By input C means create a strategy, and F for type columns means we will read SQL from a file, then press Enter. At this panel, we just need input the full name of the file for the SQL statement and press Enter. Then we can see the defined explain request appeared on this panel. We can repeat this step by adding any number of explain requests, and those requests form a whole explain strategy. For this demo, one explain item is fine. Now we press F3 to quit. As we execute the explain by online mode, after a while, the explain will be finished and get this report. This report is pretty long, so we can press F3 to quit for now. Now we get the list of all the reports available for review. Select the access path report for type S before it and press Enter. And press F8 to go further. Then we can see the second SQL statement here. Now we are going to demo how to create a virtual index with the CA Plan Analyzer. From CA Plan Analyzer main menu, tap VI at command line and press Enter. This is a panel for virtual index maintenance. We can virtually drop an existing index by type VD before it and press Enter. Then we get this result. The mode of this index turned into drop, and this virtual drop is enabled. Now type VC before the table means we'll virtually create an index and press Enter. From this panel, can define the index in detail. Type S at the key select field and Enter. Then this virtual index is defined successfully. Press F3 to return. Type S at Update States field and press Enter. Then collect statistics for those columns further. The statistics collected completely and show the result here. Now press F3 to quit. Now you can see the new virtual index is created successfully. We can check the virtual indexes further from DSN Virtual Index user table. Now enter CARC Browse main menu and input B in option means would browse the records. Type T in object fields means would browse a table. And with the table name and the creator info, then press Enter. Now we can see 2 rows of records in the table. Tap F at the browse mode and Enter can switch to single record mode. Now the first row of data showed. The index name is just the same as the existing physical index. Press F11 to switch to next row. Now we can do the explain again and check the access path changing after virtual index defined. From the CA Plan Analyzer main menu, tap ES at command line and press Enter. Tap E before the explain strategy. Now we don't provide a label for this explain. CA Plan Analyzer will give a label to it automatically. Then press Enter. This is the result of this explain. Press F3 to quit. Now you can see the second execution result listed here, with V0001 as the label represent the version of this explain. Now we are going to check the access path changing and see how virtual index can impact the access path. Type R before the result of the second run and Enter. Select the access path report. And here can show the access path after virtual index defined. As we defined a virtual index can fit the first cycle, now the access path turns into matching index scan. This is the second cycle. As we virtually dropped, this index can be used for the second cycle. The access path turns from matching index scan into tablespace scan. These changes can get easier from the compare report. Tap S before the compare report and Enter. The compare report can show the comparison of access paths between current explain and previous one. Here is showing that old access path of first cycle used tablespace scan and press F8. Following by the new access path turns into index scan and using index IBM user.vi02 plan table. This is for second cycle statement. Old access path is index scan. Now new access path is tablespace again. No index available already. The virtual index can be update, drop, disable after created. From the CA Plan Analyzer main menu, tap VI at command line and Enter. Tap D before the physical index we virtually dropped before, and can revert the index status to normal. After Enter, the mode and the enable information disappeared for this index, means the virtually drop has been removed. Then type D before the virtual index we created and press Enter. You can validate it by browsing the DSN virtual index user table. Now the table is empty. The 2 rows of data for virtual indexes has been deleted. Thank you for watching this video.